Hi, my name is John Sciacca. I am the equipment reviewer for Residential Systems Magazine, and today you are joining me for a first look unboxing. When I get a brand new product in for review, my first impression and experience is when I get it and take it out of the box and check it out for the first time. And today we are going to be looking at a couple of brand new products from Skyworth. And joining me to discuss these products is Michael Gleason, the Director of Sales for Skyworth. Michael, thank you so much for joining me today.
Good to be here, John.
So, for viewers that aren't familiar, tell me a little bit about Skyworth. How long have you guys been around? How long have you been on the channel? What should people know about Skyworth?
So Skyworth has been a company since 1998. It's a global company. They do about $9 billion worth of business globally. They do business in 100 plus countries. We're number one in OLED in China. We're number one set-top box worldwide, mostly OEM. And we're number one smart TV activation in China. So we tend to be on the little bit higher end, not really high end, but step up. And they have been in the U.S. before, mostly on opening price point products. They entered the U.S. around 2016, 2017. Have always played in the opening price point area, but they wanted to get out of that. We have a new CEO that joined us about 2.5 years ago, young guy. His name is Li Fangfang, great guy. And he wanted to bring in products that were different, kind of not like Me Too products, and something that we can make money, because it's important for us to make money. We're a public company on the Chinese stock exchange, but also make it a better product so that it's a little bit different than what everybody else has. And so he embarked on this about 2.5 years ago. Brought me in about 1.5 years ago to kind of run that business, and he had no idea where to sell it. Didn't know about Cedia and the CI channel, and we introduced it to him. And he's all in now, and so it's a really big undertaking for us, but we're really excited. We have a lot of these products hitting the market now.
Well, I know like the theme of today's unboxing is lifestyle. The products that we're going to be talking about and looking at are all about lifestyle. And to kind of go back to my Sesame Street days, this unboxing is brought to you by the letter C, because we're going to talk about Clarus, we're going to talk about Companion, and we're going to talk about Canvas, which are your three big lifestyle products. So let's get into that with, I know Clarus is what you guys are calling your outdoor TVs, and you have a couple of them, a full sun and then a partial sun. And why don't we talk a little bit about the differences? I know a lot of people, the misconception is that the full sun and the partial sun is more of a waterproof thing. And I know that the waterproof rating is a little bit different between the two, but it's really more to do with how much heat the TVs can handle. Is that right?
That's correct. So the full sun TV is, first of all, it's 3,000 nits. So if you're out in the sun by your pool and you ever look at your phone, you can never see your phone. You got to shade yourself to look at it. So you need a
Or
really
it gets
bright
burning
TV.
hot. I mean,
Or it gets burning hot. 3,000 nits is the brightest TV on the market. Our TVs are made where it's IP66 rating, which means no dust, no water gets in. But the important part is that the PC board, all the PC boards are separated by the glass and connected with one wire, all protected. The reason we do that is because when you're in the full sun, that glass does get hot, right? And we don't want the heat of the glass heating up the PC boards and vice versa. The heat of the PC boards don't affect the glass. And then the other cool thing we have is an IK10 tempered glass. So you could take your fist, if I was at a trade show, I'd slam the TV, break my hand, and you would see that it's unbreakable. So if I'm playing golf on your golf course and you have that in the backyard, I won't damage the TV. I break a few windows, the TV will be fine.
well, I was thinking like when I saw that rating that, unlikely someone's going to take a hammer to it. But I live in South Carolina and we get hurricanes often. And, you know, a pine cone getting blown at 100 miles an hour against a screen. I mean, that's a real world thing that could happen.
Yeah, hurricanes, albeit the wind knocking the TV, but even the TV gets knocked over, it'll be fine. At least on the glass part, we've done it before. And baseballs, kids playing baseball in the backyard, throwing catch, it'll just bounce off. Football, it's meant to be enjoyed, part of your backyard, not something to be protected or fragile. There's no cover for it. It's not like a barbecue grill. It does come with a 100-watt sound bar and a mount to it as well. We hope that our CI guys use some better audio with it. But if they need our audio, we have a sound bar with it.
Now, I know that all of your televisions, 4K, HDR, Google TV built in. How would you say, you know, the big names in the outdoor TV space, Sunbright, Samsung with their Terrace, Furrion, how does Skyworth kind of differentiate themselves in that category?
Well, I think first thing, it's the brightness. It's the brightest TV in the market. No one's brighter. IP66 protection is the best protection on the market. There's a few guys with that. The IK10 tempered glass, were the only ones that have that. And the other big thing is that I won't mention it, but there's some of these outdoor TVs that are full sun that in their instruction manual, they tell you not to put it directly in the sunlight. I encourage you to put ours directly in the sunlight. We have a 2-year warranty and we'll back it with that warranty, but it's a full sun piece. It's meant to be fully in the sunlight. I think we offer a value price with our TV. So the 75-inch full sun is $7,000 retail, and the 65 is $5,000 retail. And then the most important part of this, I come from the TV CI world all my life. Margin's a really big part of it. So we want these guys to make money. We don't sell retail to these products. It's strictly CI. So whatever the margin is, it's realizable margin to them.
Cool. All right, well, let's get into the next thing, which I actually do have here with me. It's the companion. And normally we would unbox on camera, but this was a little bit unwieldy, so I unboxed it a little bit earlier. But here is this guy. And you can see fully wire-free, portable Google TV. And I gotta tell you, I love the leather strap in the back. When I was younger and malls were still a thing, there was a high-end luggage store called Hartman Luggage. And that strap is very much like their design. And I love how you carry it through with the speaker. Just a really nice element on there. And it's really easy to carry and move around. It's got some weight to it, but not enough where you couldn't, you know, move it around easily. And it's a full-blown, I'm going to try to do this backwards, a full-blown Google TV. You can watch all the pickleball tournaments that you want. But again, it's got all the apps built in. For those times where, you know, if you didn't want to have a permanent TV in the kitchen, you could bring this guy in, set it on the counter, bring it into the bathroom, you know, set it in there. It's just a fantastic solution. And I think the last time I can remember a battery-powered TV goes back to Sharp. They had a 15-inch one, and it's been so many years ago, I can't even remember. So that, you know, I think we've gotten so much better with wireless technology and battery technology. You guys, to my knowledge, are one of the few people that are doing, if not the only one that's doing a battery.
There's another manufacturer doing something at a different price range. But the cool thing about this is, and you just aged me, John, because, you know, back when I was younger, selling in stores, there was 14-inch and 15-inch DVD combos or even VCR combos. You know, I'm aging myself. That you would sell in the store, and you take your DVD and you bring it with you. The awesome thing about this that makes it so different is that you're streaming. So your content comes with you, and that means all of your content, including, because it uses Google TV, the football package comes with it, and Netflix and Prime and HBO Max. And in the CI world, there are no kitchen TVs anymore. We used to have under-counter kitchen TVs. Nobody makes a small TV anymore. So this is a great kitchen TV, great bathroom TV, or even the kids' room is a TV. And then the other thing for the CI wall I think is really cool is if you're doing a big job, you like to give a gift at the end. This is the best gift you can give because it's innovative, it's cool, and shows that you're kind of on the cutting edge of technology
And
that
we're
they've
at a
never
sub
seen.
$500 retail.
Yeah, it's $400 retail and pretty good margin to the CI guys. So it's very affordable to the average homeowner, but it really gives you a lot of opportunities. You can use it for camping, for tailgating, for road trips. All you need is a phone. And these days, the phone's hotspot is faster than Wi-Fi was 3 years ago. So you can stream just about anything on it. It's awesome. We use it all the time.
We have a deal in our house. I cook on Sunday nights, and I brought it into the kitchen last night, and I watched these pickleball tournaments. But it was great for that. I mean, I was able to just clear a small little space on the counter, put it up there while I was working, and then I was done, moved it out of the kitchen. Again, I don't want a permanent TV in the bathroom, but if at the end of a long day on a pre-wire, maybe I would want to go in there and hang out for a bit and watch a show. And for that, the size of it, the portability of it, I mean, it's absolutely perfect for that. And like you said, as a thank you at the end of the job, I mean, what a great leave behind gift for a client. I mean, they would remember you every time they use this and just love it.
The other cool thing about this is that, as I said earlier, we try not to make Me Too products. So our outdoor TV is different than a regular TV, but Samsung has a #1 share. We just want to be #2 share. Same thing here. The other guy probably has a bigger share. It's more expensive. But this gives us an opportunity to be in the #2 share. And it allows us to bring something that's different to the market, that's innovative and brings technology to it. And so we're trying to do that with all the products we bring in. We have some other products coming for 2025 we're looking at now.
Well, I mean, again, innovative, definitely not Me Too. So with that being said, let's take a look at the big boy, the Canvas. And before I switch the camera around, one of the things that I really love is when manufacturers show that they have really thought about the design. And I really like your guys' mount on this. And, just the way that it works. I'm going to show it here. It's like 3 points to attach this to the wall. And then once it's on the wall, this is the bracket that would go on the back of the TV. Really kind of a rare earth. It's really strong magnet there. It snaps in and locks into place on this guy. And then you've still got the ability to kind of move it around and adjust it and center it. But it holds it inside the TV so thin so you get that really tight, really flush, looks like a painting on the wall. So this is the Canvas Art TV, which you can't see it, but the viewers can. And I've got an artwork on it now, and with just the push of the button on the remote, you can change the artwork really simply. And the two things that I love about this TV are, one, no One Connect box, no outboard box whatsoever. I think that's universally hated in our industry, and that special cable, and also no subscription. The artwork is all included once you register the TV and log in. It pulls it all in. And I think out of the box, 150-ish images. Is that about right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, and we've got several different categories of what you can look at. We've got art, nature, impressionism, oil paintings, photography, modern art. If you want to show Mona Lisa from the Louvre, you can do that. You can adjust your frame style. You can adjust your inner lining or the matting style. You can really personalize it to look like what you want it to look like in your room. Now, it comes with the thin white trim around it, and the walnut bezel, is that included or is that an option?
That's included.
That's included. Okay. And are there other bezel options if people wanted a different color, or is it walnut currently at this point?
We only make walnut. There will be third-party options that we're going to announce at the show from some other manufacturers, and there'll be probably multiple guys making third-party options.
Gotcha. And that was another thing. I have it on the tabletop legs, which we have never done a frame TV tabletop. The point of it is to put it on the wall, but I have it on the tabletop for this video shoot, and I was worried that like the additional bezel wouldn't work, but you guys thought that through. There's slots that it goes up into. So if you do have the client that wants to tabletop it, you still can use that extra bezel around it if you want to.
Yeah, and we don't sell the tabletop with the unit. It's optional, but I think almost every application will be on the wall, just like a painting is.
Yeah, again, we've never done one that way. And also, it's important to note, while the art mode is the big thing, it's a full-blown 4K Google TV. I saw that it had a 20-point white balancing, multi-point local dimming. I mean, it's a TV, but also it shows art mode if you want to have that as well.
Yeah, and I think the really cool thing about this is that we did a lot of research on this ahead of time. I think we showed a version of Canvas last year at CEDIA. It's really a prototype. And then directly after CEDIA, we traveled to dealers like yourself across the country and got their opinion about what they wanted. And we took that advice and came back and created it using a lot of those answers from people. So the One Connect box was obviously a really big thing. More art for free was a big thing. They didn't really like the idea that they didn't get the frame, at least one frame included. And so those ideas were really inspired us to make the product. We're really excited. It's just launching now, and CEDIA will be our big opening on it. A lot of people interested about it, and it's reasonably priced as well. The 65-inch goes for $1,600, and the 55 retails for $1,200.
Well, and also it's got, you probably can't tell from the video, but it has a matte screen, so it really handles glare fantastically. And it, I've got lights on here and sunlight, and the glare rejection on this screen is just terrific with its matte finish, and the same goes for the Canvas as well, matte finish on the screen.
Yeah, and the cool thing is because it uses Google TV, if you use an app called Google Photos, and you do it on your phone, it automatically pops into the cloud via Google TV. And so when you're scrolling with different art, you'll have all those photos as well to choose from, to circulate 30 seconds at a time, 60 seconds at a time, or a static image. So the possibilities are endless here. And again, most of it's done without paying a monthly charge.
Yeah, which, again, people are monthly charged to death. I mean, they don't want another monthly charge. So, Michael, before we wrap this up, if there is an installer that wants to do business with Skyworth, how do they go about doing that? Do you have a distribution channel? Would they go direct? Are you in buying groups? How would somebody bring this into their showroom?
You bet. We're doing both. We have some territories we're going direct, some we're using distribution, regional distribution across the country. I know it still exists, shockingly, but we're using regional distribution across the country. We'll have some announcements to make after CEDIA, but if they have any questions, they go to our website. They can reach out to me on LinkedIn, and I'm happy to help them out as well.
Awesome. Well, Michael, thank you again for joining us. I mean, again, Clarus Outdoor TV, Companion Portable TV, Canvas Art TV. As we talk right now, we are a week away from CEDIA, so definitely come by and check out Skyworth at the show. You might just find your next TV line.